Well, good morning, gentlemen. Hi, everybody. It's time for GT3 eSeniors World Championships again. Jeremy is going to join me at some time, but I thought I'd start a little bit early here before qualifying starts. Let's go 4 or 5 minutes. Oh, I think that might be Jeremy there now. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, we're live there, so you can talk and everybody will hear you. Going to start with something a little different today. I am going to play a video of the track flyover here. Hold on, I'll just put it up on the screen right now, if I can get it to go. There we go. So this is Merch a little bit earlier, flying over the track, a few hundred feet above him. And while you guys are watching that, we can talk. What do you think about Watkins Glen, Jeremy?
You mean two race?
No, I meant Watkins Glen as a track.
As a track, I love that track. I think a lot of drivers love this track. I think it has a nice flow. And it's one of my favorite tracks, actually.
That's actually my favorite track too, yeah.
I like it much better than next one, Circuits of America. That one, I wish we didn't have it, but we'll have to deal with that.
Yeah, this track is flows so nicely, I find. It's just musical almost. It's kind of fun and fast.
It is. It's very fast, and well, today with 31 cars, it was kind of crazy, but I think with Group 1 and 12 cars, it's going to be a lot easier, especially during quali. So looking forward to that race. But yes, I think since this track has been added, it became a favorite of a lot of drivers.
Yeah, okay, so good. I'm just checking, make sure we got Twitch. And Twitch doesn't seem to be going for some reason. Oh, I don't have it playing. That's fine. There we go. So Twitch is good. Just taking a look to see if anybody's on the chat. Yeah, so there's Merch on his lap. It's coming up to the last corner. So we'll knock that off after, and I'll put the standings up for us to chat about. There is him going over the start-finish line now. There we go.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set up Group 1 with the start of the quali.
Okay, I'll let you go.
And I'll be right back.
Get rid of the camera here so you don't have to look at my face. There we go. There's the standings today in Group 1. Things have tightened up quite a bit after last week's... Oh, sorry. I did not move that over for you guys. There we go. There's the standings. There we go. So, yeah, things have tightened up quite a bit since the race last week because of the difficulties the top three had. So Chris Moses is in first place still, but it's quite close, 379 to 357 for John Saunders. When Carlo is not very far behind. Carlo is not very far behind at 337, AJ 305, and Chris Bourne at 301, with 66 points available for first place and an extra one for the qualifying pole. There's lots of room for changes in the top three today, so that'd be very interesting to see. Get rid of that now. Go back to looking at me for a second, maybe. There you go. So, yeah, so that's going to be an interesting race. The Group 2 race this morning had a lot of incidents in it. And before we get started, just a big shout out to Mark Stevens. If you're watching, get well. Lots of love. Send it up to you from the community here at eSeniors, and we're so happy that your health emergency got settled favorably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a nice exchange with him. He's back home and comfortable, so that's good news. And I'm sure we'll see him back on track with us. I mean, not for the remainder of this season, but for next season for sure.
Good. And what else going on this week? Oh, Danielle Britos had a birthday. I forgot.
Yes.
What was it? 61, was it?
64.
64. Huh. Just like the Beatles song. When he's 64, I wonder if his kids are going to take care of him. Oh, geez, I still have the I still
Yeah.
have the sound up there. Yeah. What else is going on? Don Queen wanted me to mention that there's still lots of room for the endurance race on Sunday the 19th.
Oh, yes.
Anybody who is in eSeniors can form a team and race with the guys there. There was, how many was there in the first time we ran? Was it 10? 8, 6, or 10? I've forgotten now. I was away that
Yeah,
day.
it was pretty good. I mean, I didn't follow, and honestly, I've been approached to team up, but I'm not. I don't feel I'm ready to do an endurance at this time. But
I think I'm going to be away again, so I'm not going to be able to do it either.
yeah. But yeah, it seems to be popular within the community, and that's good. That's good that we develop endurance, and maybe it will become a new feature on Sundays next season.
Yes. So okay. So I think qualification has started. So I'm going to jump
Yes.
in here. I'm going to transition over to that. Get the sound going.
So I see.
How's
Okay,
the sound, everybody on this chat? Give us a chance. I don't see the times up here on my screen. Oh, I know why. Hang on here.
Oh yeah, so Chris Bourne is racing. Chris Bourne is the chat. I think he had his surgery. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he will let us know.
I am just trying to see why I don't have the timing tower properly done here. Try it again. You can talk while I'm...
Yeah. Yeah, so no times yet from Group 1, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the low 154s. We'll see what happens. But I believe it's going to be the usual suspects. I mean, it's every race is pretty much between 3-4 drivers. So let's see what happens. Well, the first time here we have is a 144.250 from Chris Moses.
Oh, there we go. I guess we haven't had a full lap. That's why.
So,
Boy, it took a long time to get a full lap in.
yeah. So Chris Bourne just confirmed he had surgery on his right hand stump.
Good for him.
So, yeah.
That was for our carpal tunnel, I think, right?
Yeah. So unfortunately, he's out of the. We have 2 drivers missing today. Chris Bourne and Mark Stevens. So that's it. They're starting to put in the laps. Chris Moses, John Saunders, Archie, Kenny Smith, Kenny Flinstead, Christopher Yort, Tony Whitten. Yeah, it's coming in. So let's see what happens. But it's too early. I mean, there's still 10 minutes to go. And
yeah, well, a familiar top 3 there, though. However.
Yeah, always. But one thing for sure is that everybody knows that towards the end of quality, the track gets you get faster times in the last 5 minutes. So
yep.
We are still early in the session. Let's be patient. I'm sure it's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, Chris had a bad race last week, so the standings tightened up quite a bit with 60 plus points available for the top 3. There could be some changes possibly.
Yeah.
And we had some new racers today in Group 2, didn't we? 1 or 2?
We did. I didn't recognize a couple of names, and I don't know who DV was.
That was the new. That was the new guy. That was it started with an A. The new guy you approved this week.
Okay.
That was his his handle.
I see. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, it's good to see we have good drivers joining us, and I mean, even though it's late in the season, it's good to see that our numbers are always growing and we're drawing interest. And I'm sure those guys are going to enjoy racing along with us. Looking forward to see them competing next season.
Carl.
So yeah, I want to answer something. I mean, Bruce, you say you said that I only raced 35 minutes and then pit. Yeah, but I came out of the pit and I finished the race.
You wanted some points, didn't you?
Yeah, I finished 12th today. I mean,
Oh,
it's like
Carlos is going to have a time here. Carlos is going to jump into third at least.
yeah, no, but
Second,
I
nice.
don't know. Yeah, Carlo. Yeah, that's it. Very close. Yeah, it's going to be, see how close the times are between P2, P3, P4. They're within the same half second. It's pretty good.
8
Which is
minutes
going to
left.
make 8 minutes left. So yeah, that could we see there's lots of close time. So which means interesting fights during the race. And today, one thing I think I mentioned that before, but I'm still I don't understand why so many drivers get pit. Um, I mean, stop and goes and drive-throughs. I don't understand why it happens so much. I can understand that.
Yeah, we had some DQs today, didn't we? 2 or 3.
Yeah, there were. Yes, that's too many.
Oh,
I
you got to
mean,
practice. You got to practice. This is a little bit tougher pit lane entry too. It comes around the corner, and you got to actually slow down a little bit coming around the corner.
Yeah, but I saw the disqualifications were due to speeding in the pits.
Yeah,
I mean,
excessive speeding in the pit lane can cause you to DQ. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
The what was I going to say? Yeah, I've started memorizing a braking point for pit stops. I hadn't done that until the last couple of races. I think that's something you have to do.
Yeah.
Carlo's got another good track. We're following Carlo here. He's got another good time in. I don't know if he's going to make it. No, he's not quite going to make it for pole, but he's going to improve his time.
Yeah, Carlo is definitely going to be a challenger in today's race. I mean, fast track like this, it's a long race, and you need to be very consistent lap after lap. So it's gonna be very interesting to follow this. Oh, okay. DV is Mark Aben. Okay, yeah. He just. Thank you, Bruce. Yeah, he just joined us. I think yesterday or 2 days ago. So it's good to see him on the track.
Yeah, I think he got the go-ahead to both drive a car and a race, which is kind of interesting. I guess he had a stint put in, right? So that's...
Well, yeah, the idea is for anyone who joins us to be able to race right away. That's the point, right? I mean, we are here to race together and have fun together, so...
I put Carlo back up again.
Somebody joins in.
He's putting up another good time. Knocked a quarter of a second off. It's still not going to get him pole just yet, unless he can improve. Where is he? He's coming around to the last quarter of the track, but he's been improving every time. Mr. Bird is down in the standings a little bit.
Yeah, he's P8 right now.
Not necessarily a good Porsche track. There's so many long straights.
Yeah, yeah. I tried different cars on different tracks, and the times are very similar. Maybe there are some advantages to driving certain car on certain tracks. I know that that has been said before, but I think it's down to the driver personally.
Oh, for sure. But
yeah.
But in head-to-head, sometimes the Porsche struggles a little bit on the straights. I mean, that's what the forget what the right word for it is. That they is it homologation, that they make all the cars basically the same. Forgot what the fancy word is. Carlo is still improving. He's up a 10th. Anybody else improving? How much we got? We got time for about 3 more laps. I assume all the volumes are good for you guys on the chat. Just drop us a little note if I want to move anybody up or down, or I'm gonna put the cockpit in here and see if that's too loud for everybody. Watch Carlo come around a few corners. See if that sound is a little too high or not. And I got a little thumbs up from somebody there. Vladislav. Oh, that was for Mark. That wasn't for me.
Robert says the volumes are good.
Okay, good. Thank you. Helps when they don't change them every week. So everybody's kind of, Derek's improving his time a little bit. It will move him up a couple of spots, I think. Where is he? He's getting close to the halfway mark.
Chris Moses, 1:43.6.
What a time, huh?
Where did they find that speed? It's absolutely.
Well, that's why they're in Group 1, Jeremy, and we're in Group 2.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's in the 145s, basically.
Uh,
That's why we have 2 groups, Jeremy.
yes, I know that. I know that.
You can salivate, though. There's no problem there. Just watch the lap here and learn.
I know.
Earlier in the week, we have to have Jonathan give us a little rundown on a lap because he always has some good suggestions.
Yeah. I think I don't. Yeah, he said he would join today, but I think he's on. He has an outing today.
Oh, he almost lost it on that corner. He was pushing hard. Yeah, he did lose it. Oh, smashed. Oh, there goes $300,000. Saunders is just also.
So the top 5 in the same second. That's pretty.
nice.
That's pretty amazing.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Now, this
it's
is
gonna
a
be very
track you can
close.
make mistakes on if you're pushing hard, though, right?
Yeah.
There was chicane. There's always the exciting chicane. To get fast times, you have to risk a little bit. Saunders is up a quarter of a second here because he might jump into second place. Nope, but he's sure it's close.
Oh, that's so close. Yes.
He is going to try another one, I'm sure. He'll try another lap. We'll stay with him. I'll get out of the noisy.
So once again, four Aston Martins in the top 5.
Oh yes. Yeah, I know you say that it doesn't have an effect, but I think the Aston Martins on these long, fast tracks are nice.
I guess they are.
I didn't have a chance to sync up the liveries. I hope I got everybody this week. A nice livery. He's got a matte black. Looks like matte black on his car, Carlo. Oh, no, this is Saunders.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it does.
Oh, did he invalidate his lap? Yes, he invalidated his lap. He went wide there. So the only guy left who's improving a little bit is Mr. Holmes in his green Bentley.
Okay, so we're almost done. 45 seconds and qualifying will be done. Already lots of drivers have settled for the position. Chris Moses is happy with his 43.6.
I would be too. Half a second up. He might run away with this one again.
Well, you know what? If he maintains this pace during the race, it's going to be difficult to stay with him.
But for sure, 2, 3, and 4. Where did who is in 4th place? Let's see where. So
Kenny Smith. Oh, you mean in the championship?
in the standings, yeah. AJ, is AJ racing today? Yes, he is. He's in 11th.
Yes, yeah.
And Bourne is in. Oh, Bourne's not racing today. He has hand problems, right?
No.
All right. That'll be the last guy. Oh, there's a couple of guys on track yet. I'm going to try and do
Cardo and John Saunders, very close times, and Kenny Smith and Murcher, very close times as well. It looks like, we're going to have hopefully nice fights.
Okay, I am going to jump over at some point to try to do a track walk. But I'll leave the microphones on so we can talk, Jeremy. There's nothing you have to do between races.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I sure enjoyed this track, that's for sure. And
I love it. It has a really nice flow. Next track, those S's drive me crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. It's such a that one is a track that is very hard to get a rhythm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be some interesting event. That'll be an interesting event again. I know we threw it in there because it has a lot of excitement.
Absolutely.
But they have to have a. I mean, they added that was two. They added these two U.S. tracks just in the last upgrade, right? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. And we're gonna have a new upgrade coming at the end of April, I believe.
Oh, is that correct? Yeah. Any rumors of what it's going to be?
I think we're gonna have a GT2, a new series, car updates, and maybe new tracks. They never. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see.
They're a little quiet about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there talk that they might had a new class of cars at LMPs or something?
Yeah. No. GT2s.
Is that faster? Which ones are those?
You know what? They are new cars, and it's a new class, and apparently they're difficult to handle, from what I've heard.
Oh.
But let's see. That could be interesting for our next season. Hopefully, we'll have that ready.
Well, whenever it comes out, we could always start a season, you know.
Yeah, because when we're finishing. Oh no, actually, we're finishing the season April 1st.
When did we start the summer league last year? I've forgotten now.
I don't remember.
No, me neither. We usually leave 2 or 3 weeks in between, huh?
Yeah. I think 2 weeks is good. I mean,
maybe we can start that on the chat. See what people would like for tracks next year. Just throw a few names out there, guys. I'm just waiting for the starting grid to set up before I change the scene. This wait always seems like it's forever, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Almost ready. Okay, I'll transition over, make sure we get it there. Oh, can you see the screen, Jeremy? Should be.
Not yet.
Oh,
yeah, okay, yes.
Okay, there we go. So it's one through there. Chris Moses in pole. Second place, Carlo. Third place, John Saunders. Fourth place, Mr. Smith. And the Marlboro Man, Murche. And the BMW, Kenny Flenstedt. Tony Winton in the white car. 701 is Derek Bird in the Porsche. The Bentley, the green Bentley, Mr. Holmes. And Mr. Howell in the Honda, the only Honda. Next is an Audi, first Audi, is AJ.
AJ joined. Yeah.
Christier Hort, Torrance, and Mr. Arrowbus is on the grid today.
Yeah, I'm always on the grid, and I go straight to the pits.
All right, 30 seconds before we start. Take a peek here, make sure everything's good. Yep. What will I try for a screenshot here? There, I'm going to try this one. See if that TV view is good for the start.
Okay, so
let's go, guys. There we go. There we go. It's a long start.
Yeah, it is.
This one, yeah, which is nice. Those short ones screw up the grid quite a bit, don't they?
Yeah, but that's it. That's what I find is tricky. Is that all of a sudden you're almost full speed and very close to each other. So let's see how they handle this.
Well, here's a good view.
Yeah, those guys are so disciplined. Very nice.
Green light. There we
And
go.
it's
Go, go,
a
go.
go.
Looks like Moses got a good start.
Yeah.
So did Carlo. Looks like a nice start.
Yeah.
But we've got the chicane to go yet.
Yeah, I know. That's
And along here too. Everybody's in a nice line. This is what you got to do for this.
absolutely. So here we
The only
come
one
to
that
the
gained the
chicane.
spot. AJ Jones gained the spot. That was it. Let's see how everybody does through the chicane. Nicely spaced out. There's somebody trying for a move. Nope. There we go. Very
No,
nicely
I mean,
done.
yeah, you have to be crazy to try to move there, but yeah, the idea is to leave us a little bit more gap and race.
There you go, group one or group two. That's how you did. That's how you do the first few corners. Now we're gonna get a curse on these guys for the second half of the lap. So Chris has already got a second lead. Let's go into the cockpit here. Take a look at what they're looking at.
Yeah, that's incredible. Not even a second. Very close. I mean, all the cars are very close behind Chris. I mean, it looks like Chris is going to pull away, and the race is going to be happening behind him. That's for sure. But it's a long race, and we have pit stops.
Yeah, everybody's in one straight line here. First corner, did they take at speed? Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine through here. Yes, everybody's just staying in their line. Let's see who gained here. Yeah, AJ Jones was the only guy. He got that on the first part of the straight. He gained the position. That was it. Nobody else has moved, which means...
Wait, Kenny Panster with Murchie right now. Very close to each other. Very close to the dangerous section.
We're on board there now with them.
Yeah, see, I think this is a very narrow gap. And actually, look at this behind. Derek Bird right behind Tony Whitten and Greg Holmes behind Derek Bird. I mean, yeah, those guys are fighting pretty hard right now.
So Saunders not very far behind for second place either.
Oh, okay. And see, Tony Whitten just passed Derek.
Well, let's see how that happens.
Something happened.
Go to a replay here. I think I'm on a replay. Yep.
I don't know if you passed or if you just slowed. And anyway, those cars are very close to each other. And John Saunders is very aggressive with Carlo. He's right behind Carlo.
Yes, he is. Oh, he's making a move here, taking a peek.
Yeah, definitely.
He's almost up to his bumper.
Yeah, he's going to
outbreak
yeah,
him.
he's,
Oh, side by side. He did.
yeah,
He got the inside line. That's a great pass.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And
Very
Kenny
well
here
done.
tried the same thing. And who else? Derek is still up behind Tony. Steve Howells is right behind AJ. Oh, right behind him.
Yeah, very close fighting there.
Coming
very
up
close.
to the bus stop.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, there was a touch. There was a
Yeah,
touch. Oh, big
yeah,
touch.
yeah.
No, that's not good. Well, at least it didn't wreck somebody from behind.
Yeah,
They were
these
following
guys are.
That's a tough
Kenny-
spot. That's a tough
yeah.
spot to pass.
It is.
Now these three guys are right up there together. Look at that stream of cars, all within sight of each other.
Yeah, see, they're very close. It's very close racing so far. But Chris Moses, once again, 2 seconds,
Yep.
2.5 seconds. in 2 laps.
I don't know if anybody else drives a Bentley, but Chris, in the whole league. I don't think
No,
anybody
we
else.
we have Frank.
Frank, is Frank still driving a Bentley? I know he did last year. Oh, boys.
He still is doing. Yeah.
Okay.
He did it.
Derek is right up against Tony. Big time pressure. And Carlo is still pressuring John. Oh, is Derek going to get a run on him? It's going to make me eat my words about the Porsche not being good on the straights. There's the Aston. I don't think he lost, made this gap was not because of the power. I think that he let off a little bit on the first part of that corner.
Yeah.
Chris is not far behind. Oh, Tony went a little wide.
Yes, he did.
See if Derek's going to try to take advantage. You go wide in one corner, you get a little bit nervous, out of sorts sometimes.
Yeah, but Craig Holmes is he's looking in as well. So those guys are, yeah, this is gonna be interesting because it's only a couple of minutes into the race, and you have to hold this kind of pressure
The whole time,
yeah, for another 40 minutes. Gonna be pretty intense.
Basically, these three guys are battling for 2 positions. If anybody makes a mistake, that's 2 spots. Oh, Chris went a little wide there.
Yeah.
Lost a little bit of paint on his passenger door. Or no, it was a left-hand drive. Or right-hand drive,
Yes,
sorry.
it is. Yeah, you're right.
His own door. Yeah, let's do our wing cam here.
I cannot believe Chris Rose is still pulling away.
You're a little bit far from the mic. Maybe I'll boost you up a little bit. I think you're a little bit low. Or either that or you're far from your mic, Jeremy.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I did move by phone.
There, boost you up a little bit. Too.
Yeah.
There, that's better.
Yeah. So yeah, Kenny Flenstead there is like really pushing Murchie. I mean, something is gonna happen there, but I don't know when it's gonna happen. And the same thing behind them, Tony Whitten, Derek Bird, and Craig Holmes.
Yeah, it's just a stream of 5 cars here, isn't it? Nice to see.
It is. Yeah, it's very nice.
And our friend Chris Moses got a 3.6 second lead.
Yeah.
Pit stops. Oh, the pit stops for these 5 guys are going to be interesting.
Yes, exactly.
We'll have to watch a couple of pit stop entries if we can catch somebody.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see. I mean, yes, I do believe that there's maybe a couple of seconds to gain if you practice.
For sure.
Yeah, but.
A couple of things, like those of you don't know, you should turn your engine off and coast in.
That's it.
That saves a second. And the other thing I've noticed is put your car in first gear and leave it there because you can't change anything.
That's
and then your engine dies, right? You have to restart it after your. If you have it engine running, it turns itself off, doesn't it? Mine does anyway.
I don't do it manually, but maybe I should switch to that. I mean,
for sure, you should do it manually, yeah, because you lose a little bit there too if you don't do it.
I know.
Things are spreading out just slightly here.
Yes, they are.
Tony dropped back a little bit, and Derek.
Yeah, Derek is still attacking Tony, and so is Kenny, so attacking Murchie. So, but the rest, they're pretty much a second
apart.
difference between. And Chris Moses another second ago.
Look at that. He's back. He is back. Guess we're going to have a group 0 and just let him do lap times. It's time for a 50-kilogram weight penalty.
Yeah, I know.
Put a passenger in that seat.
Yeah,
There.
well, that's it. I mean, but you know, the philosophy as well is I had that conversation with many other members of the eSeniors, and the idea is to raise the bar for the others to try to catch.
That's a good point, yeah.
The fastest. I mean, that's why they are there. I remember we had Peter Wolfsliner.
Tony went wide. Looks like it's like we're going to get a pass here.
Yeah, you're right.
Tony went just wide a little bit. Let's see if he can. He's got the inside track, however.
Yes, he did. Yeah, Derek is back.
No, Derek passed him now. Good.
Yeah,
That was a safe pass. Tony really should have let off there.
Yeah, somehow since the beginning, we always had someone in Group 1 really dominating and very difficult to catch. So that's the way it is. But then if you look at the racing world, I mean F1 and other disciplines, it's pretty much the same story. You have someone to trying to be as fast, and it's not always going to work. But
Did you watch qualifying today for F1?
Yes, I did.
It's pretty close this year.
I don't want to spoil it.
No, but lots of people within a second or half a second of each other there too. So it's going to be some good, interesting racing.
It's going to be very nice, yes.
As long as Ferrari's got their pit crew and their strategies straight this year.
Yeah, well, they have a new team principal. Let's see if that makes a difference.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
So Derek pulled out a little bit. He's up a second and a half now. Although it doesn't look like a second and a half to me. Oh, sorry, it's only half a second. I'm looking at Derek to Kenny.
Yeah, but still, Tony and Craig are holding on. But now, Kenny Flenstead is like almost 2 seconds behind Merches.
Merche pulled off 44.9, and that's a second and a half better than Kenny's best lap. So maybe Kenny actually has the best first sector. So interesting, by quite a bit too, by 3/10 of a second, best over even Moses. Wow,
incredible. Okay.
First sector. Could be that first corner. You get a great run at that. You just gain speed all the way up through I call it the curvy straight. Just flat out. Have they erased F1 in this track, I wonder? Too bad we don't.
Yes. Yes. In the early years of F1, yes, Watkins Glen was definitely on the F1.
It'd be fun to see F1 cars in this track.
Yeah. I believe Watkins Glen, and there was, there were quite a few American tracks. If Jonathan was here, he would tell us.
For sure, yeah. It's great to have Jonathan in his English accent, or I shouldn't say English. His accent on the stream, he makes us sound professional. And he has great insights, and he tells it like it. He's a great color man. He's like Charles Barkley. He just tells it like it is.
Yeah, but you know what? He's like an encyclopedia of F1. This guy, I don't know how. He has an amazing memory for who won the race and what year, what they drove, which car they were driving, etc.
Well, it's That's like you. I bet you can tell me the date. Whoa! Chris just about lost it there in the chicane. We haven't got too much to watch there. Let's watch that one over from the helicam. Oh, woohoo! Drifting around the corners. Nice.
And the pit windows are now open.
Open. Okay. That was fun to watch.
So it looks like Carlo is getting closer to John.
Yes, I just see that.
Yeah. I don't know if John made a mistake or if Carlo found speed. It's difficult to evaluate.
They're matching each other's best lap, I've noticed. Yeah, it's hard. We don't have pit lane or pit wall like Krister has. And Chris has opened up a 5-second lead on these two guys.
Oh, smokes. It's incredible.
But these guys are close enough that pit lane strategies or pit strategy is going to be I just noticed the sparks here. I'm going to have to take a peek at my replay to see if I produce some sparks. Some of these guys may be running pretty low.
Yeah, I was behind a couple of cars that were...
yeah, I was behind Benny Hine, and
sparks,
he was throwing sparks the whole time too.
Yeah.
Get a little
Yeah, so
for next year.
Carlo is definitely getting closer to the top. So maybe tires are starting to play. Let's see what happens.
AJ's in the pits.
Okay, it's the first one to
11th pit. Yeah, 11th place. So keep an eye out on that. Yeah, Carlo is whoa, he's working it hard now. Carlo's definitely picked up the pace.
Yeah, you did.
And Tony is still hanging with Derek. Although Chris, with that slide, Tony's opened up a pretty good gap there. And Kenny has caught up with Murch a little bit. Murch might have made a little mistake. He's actually, his current delta is 0.8 on his best lap, if that is his best lap. Not sure whether the delta I see on my screen is last lap or best lap, but definitely has a bigger delta than usual. So it looks like Murch, oh, can he hit the wall? Looks like a NASCAR race there, hitting walls like that.
Yeah.
I hit it a few times, doesn't seem to have much of an effect.
Well, yeah, it did happen to me, and yes, it did affect my top speed somehow.
It did, eh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the owner of the car gets pissed off because you wasted a few $100,000 again. Watching that F1 documentary there, Drive to Survive, and you see these cars get blown in half. I guess it was the Haas one where he goes, "That's not good. These guys can't afford to break the car in half."
I know.
Some games, I guess, create a dollar figure that if you have damage, that you start spending dollars, and that starts affecting
really?
things. Yeah. Tony's definitely staying with Derek, isn't he?
Yes, he is. So that's going to be interesting to follow through the pit stops as well.
Yes, we're approaching 30 minutes.
Yeah, so Carlo, let's see if anyone is going to... No, I think it's too soon for these guys to pit.
But these guys that are following, I did that in my race. I was behind Benny, and I pitted about 2 or 3 laps earlier, and I came out ahead of him. He caught me later in the race, though, but I was ahead for a while. The undercut.
Yeah.
The undercut.
Yeah, so that's it right now. Yeah, Tony is still pressuring Derek. So that's and Carlo pressuring John. So let's see.
But nobody's running away with it, really, to be honest. Top 10 guys are within 2 to 3 seconds of each other. Any mistake? No mistakes so far, though. I mean, we saw that little
Yes,
slide
absolutely.
by.
Absolutely.
Other than that, nothing, huh?
Mm,
That's what Group 1 is all about.
exactly.
Oh, I know. When I finished the race, I was sweating. I forgot to turn the overhead fan on. It's a little. I know you're freezing your ass off in Montreal, but it's one of the warmest days today in Phoenix.
Oh, you're in Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm in Phoenix till April. Yeah. Saunders pulling off a big. Saunders
here
pulling
it's
off a good
not-
lap here. His best lap.
Yeah, he pulled away from Carlos. Huh?
AJ's right behind Krister. Is he a lap down? No, he might be a lap down. Doesn't look like he's behind Krister.
Yeah, no, AJ. Yeah, he's a lap down, I believe.
That's what's chasing.
He pitted. Him and Kevin Torrance pitted already.
Okay.
So yeah, so they're far back.
I don't like using this camera view too much because it's a fake view and it looks too much like a game.
So we should start to see these guys.
Yeah, let's watch for
yeah.
pit. If you see somebody pit, yell out, and we'll watch the guys coming around the last corner there. Since there's nobody that close, we can start watching people coming around the corner, starting with Moses. Let's watch Chris.
The closest two cars are Tony Whitten and Derek Bird right now.
Ooh, Chris went a little wide on that one. The announcer's cursed by following in his cockpit. Look at that, he just slides through that corner. Look at the name of his team, Precision Motor Racing. That's not an oxymoron, that's for sure. Let's see if he pits here. He was saying last week he was having trouble with his tires. He started sliding near
Yes, he did. Yeah.
and then we noticed in the second half of the race, is he going to pit here? Oh, he might. Nope.
No.
In the second half of the race, let's go to Saunders and see if he pits.
No, no one's
Let's go to
pitting.
Carlo. Nobody's pitting there.
No, nobody.
Smith. Nobody's pitting there. And in the second half of the race, he said he struggled for a few laps, and then his tires came back, and we noticed his times improving.
Yes, we saw that. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting that you lose grip and then somehow you find it back. Okay, so Tony Whitten did pit.
Well, okay. There we go. No, so he was
He was behind Derek Bird. So let's see now.
where he comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see
what's
what Derek
gonna happen.
does.
Yeah.
Where is Derek? Derek's got a whole lap to go. Let's see. Follow along with Derek, I guess, for a while and see if he pits. That was the closest.
Yeah, that was the closest battle.
So he's definitely going for the
track.
undercut. Yeah. He better have his pit stop strategy, or not strategy, but performance good, because I know Derek's right on top of pit stops.
Let's see what happens.
How's the chat going over here? What are they talking about us? Saying nice things about us? Yesterday wait, go ahead.
Stefan is talking about I'll try this.
Yesterday during the I was going to watch the Porsche Cup race, so I saw I hijacked Krister's broadcast and jumped on with him in the middle of the race. And
yeah, you did.
Yeah. There was a big discussion about pancakes for a while.
That's good. Okay. Chris Moses is in the pits, and John Saunders right behind him, and Carlo.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, Carlo is in. Okay. Kenny Smith is coming in.
Everybody's
so the
coming
top four, they're all coming in. Okay, that's it.
Bird stayed out. Bird stayed out.
Bird.
Everybody
Yeah,
came in but Bird.
stayed out.
He'll actually be leading the race.
Let's see. Yes. Chris is in. Okay, that's going to be interesting to see.
Merch is in too. Yep. Nope, Merch stayed out also.
No. Merch is still out. Derek is still out.
Okay, so let's follow Carlo and see, since there's nothing much going on there. Just see how that all works out. And Tony.
That's it. Yeah. Okay, Krister just came in as well. Okay, so Chris Moses just left the pit right now, followed by John Saunders.
And there's Carlo.
So, yeah, so that's it. Still the same order.
Looks like Saunders got a better pit stop though, because they were.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more of a gap there.
He
Let's
did.
take a look. Oh yeah, a lot of gap. Yep, pit stops are a big issue. So now let's see if Derek pits. That was a close race between him and
let's
Tony.
see now with exactly. Let's see what happens.
23 were past halfway in the race.
He should be pitting now unless he has a completely different strategy.
Yeah, if he had a lot of fuel. Let's see what he does. Yep, looks like he's going to pit.
Yeah, he's coming in. Yes.
Let's see how he does on the.
There
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
So Merch
is still out there though.
Yeah, Merch is staying out. Okay. Or is he coming in?
So the gaps now are Moses with 4 seconds over Saunders.
Yes.
Saunders, look at that, 4 seconds over Carlo. So Carlo lost out on that pit stop.
Yeah. So John made up a full second behind Chris.
Yep. But he opened the gap to Carlo. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's it. I believe Carlo was slower in the pits. So, and then we have 6-second gaps between drivers behind, and Kenny Fleinstedt. Okay, yeah. So now we still don't know. Oh yeah, okay. Derek is gonna exit the pits now. So, where is Tony?
There's Tony here. He's coming around the corner.
Yeah, he's coming around, and Derek is
still
not
hasn't moved.
moving yet.
That's not him. Just watching to see who goes by on the track. Now
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
There he
Derek
goes.
is going out. And here comes Tony. So, yeah, it worked for Derek.
There's Tony. Not too bad though. Not much of a gap. Nice job.
No.
If that's Tony, is there somebody in between them? Nope.
No.
Looks like that on the screen for a bit. There we go. So yeah, that was pretty good actually. I mean, never gonna get exactly the same pit stops.
Okay,
although
now.
Don't forget Tony's got warm tires and Derek's on his outlap, so he's catching up a little bit actually. You gotta wait a little bit. Holmes is right behind these two. So this gap is closed up for these 2 or 3 guys though.
Yeah, those guys were very close at the start. And there again, and then again right after the pit stop, they were. So.
Yep. So these two gained. Fleinstedt and Holmes gained on that pit stop.
Yeah. I'm curious to see where Merch is gonna come out.
He's in the pits now. Yeah.
And Chris is coming around right now. So yeah, I think he's gonna be in P4.
He hasn't moved yet.
No. And that's when you realize how long the pit stop is.
Yeah. 30 seconds is in a turn. There he goes. He's starting to move now.
Yeah.
And he was in, who would he might be?
I think he's gonna.
Smith's ahead of him.
Yeah.
Derek's coming around.
And ooh.
What was that ooh about?
Okay, very close. Yeah, very close.
Archie is right behind Smith.
Yeah, Kenny Smith.
So he came out. Was he in fourth place before this? These two were battling, weren't they? So they're swapped positions,
yeah, no,
I think.
Yeah. No, I don't think they did.
No?
What?
I thought somebody was. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You're right. I believe.
I think they swapped positions. Yeah.
Maybe someone can confirm that in the chat. Yeah, Kenny is doing good though. I mean, he's in P4. I think we have our podium unless something dramatic happens. I don't see anything changing to the end of the race.
No. But this is a great battle, that's for sure.
Yes, yes. And wait, when we still have Derek Burke followed by Tony Kenny and Craig Holmes. I mean, those guys are going at it. It's a four-car battle. And the gap with Chris Moses
yes,
is going down. It's really interesting to see. I mean, he was building a gap in the first half of the race, and Johnny seems to be.
I wonder if he's having issues with his tires again.
That's a good question, but no, it's only 3.8 seconds. So let's see if.
Let's just watch Chris coming around. He said he was sliding in the last race, so he's got a really loose setup. That's how you see how he does in his corners. That was a nice corner.
Derek has 3 cars in his mirrors.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's very entertained.
He'll need a shower after the race. It doesn't look like Chris is sliding too much, but 4 seconds there, he gained a little bit there. Let's go back to our friends. This is such a. These guys are like they're on a rail.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really has a speed advantage. Nobody's holding anybody up. It's just they're all in the same category. It'll probably come down to tires at the end of the race. What do you think?
That's a good question. You know,
I didn't seem to notice my tires going off. Did you?
Yeah, my tires started going. Yeah. I felt there was a difference just before the pit stop, maybe 2 laps before I pitted, and I felt a difference where the car was going wider.
Look at that. They're just drafting each other here.
Man, those guys, insane. I mean, those guys are going crazy. That's good.
Let's just watch them go through the chicane. Now we're a little early yet.
See, see, Kenny is getting very close now behind. And there he goes.
Oh, into the chicane. And he backed off. He thought better of it.
Man, that was close.
Oh, Tony went wide a little bit. Ooh.
Oh, and Craig Holmes right behind.
That battling is. There he goes. There goes Kenny. Oh, he's on the grass a little bit. Oof. You say that in a French accent, big guy. Oof.
Those guys are having fun.
These are the guys we should interview after the race. They'll be exhausted.
Yes.
Yeah, so that
you know what? John Saunders is maintaining the same gap with Chris Moses. So, with 15 minutes to go, maybe he can do something or find something. I don't know. We'll see. And Murchie is he's getting
further behind. Yeah.
Ooh, what is? No, it's
Smith and Punoff. I'm watching.
That's right. Yeah.
Somebody's
Kenny
getting a blue
Smith.
flag. Who's the blue
Yeah.
flag? Oh, that's the guys ahead. Let's see who's ahead of them. That is Kevin Torrance is ahead of these two.
Yeah.
So
he's
that's
gonna
traffic
have
for them.
Yeah, he has to pull over.
Let's see if
He should have already. He should have already. Yeah, okay, that's it.
these guys are on a rail again. Look at this. Where are they?
Oh.
Oh, they're coming up to the bus stop. Side by side. He made it. Is he gonna make it stick? He did.
That's it.
Can he hold it?
Okay.
Oh, and Tony lost 2 spots.
Yeah, that
Oh, let's do a replay on that. That's fun.
that was nice. It was very nice.
Let's do a replay on that. Yeah, Tony backed off. He knew he was side by side going through the chicane, so he didn't want to wreck everything. So now there's a big gap. So Tony's still close to Kenny, but they've opened up a gap on each other. Let's see what it looks like from the cockpit here. That was a bold move going into the chicane.
Yeah, it was. I'm not surprised. He was close enough to do it. And,
Yep.
and he got.
Yeah, he was side by side
the
entering.
other
They were
way.
side by side entering the chicane, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's right.
Usually the guy behind is not going to back off. He's made his decision. So
Yeah,
he's up-
Kenny Smith is really pressuring Murchie now.
Who was he ever?
Murchie.
Follow these two guys for a bit.
And John Saunders is maintaining the gap to 3.5 with Chris Moses. And here comes Kenny. Okay, yeah, he's taking a look, but
Merch went off.
Murchie, yeah,
That looked
that's
like
it.
something.
Yeah, Murchie, yeah, lost it. Yeah.
That looks like something went wrong with his. Let me go to Merche here.
It's like.
Oh, I thought maybe he had a connection, but he just bounced off the
Yeah, and here comes Derek.
right behind him. Yep.
Yeah, right behind him. So Murchie didn't damage his car, so he should be okay.
Yeah, just got out of sorts on that curb. If you take that curb a
Yeah.
little too heavy, or not with the right, if you're not pointed in the right way, it'll just knock you right out.
Yeah.
You can take it. You can take it fast, but you got to be going straight. So now, Merche's joined the crowd.
Yeah, so we have, they have, who's that? Looks like driver.
It's traffic ahead, I think.
I think it's Torrance.
Yeah.
Kevin Torrance, yeah.
Yep. Whoops! I caught a car. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Catch a car in the. Ooh, Torrance should back off about here somewhere. See what he does. Maybe he's gonna wait until I get to the straight part. Yeah. Oh, what happened to? Oop. Merche and my screen just disappeared for a second.
Oh, yeah, something happened
I
to
think he's
Murchie
got
right
disconnection. Yeah. There's
now. Yeah, he's
Merche.
gone. He's gone. Oh, where? What happened?
He disconnected, I think.
Yeah.
That's him. Yeah, he's disconnected.
He's still there. He's still showing.
Yeah, he's still showing it.
That's very strange.
I think the game. The game.
I've never seen this before.
I think the game's sometimes he's disconnected, but half disconnected.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah,
Gone now. It tries to interpolate and say where was he last.
That's incredible.
That's
Well, I
too
hope
bad.
it's not. Yeah, yeah, it's too bad. I saw him go out of the frame, but
Yeah,
that was strange.
that's too bad.
I don't recall Murchie having any connection issues before. I don't know.
So there's our three guys again. Bird,
Yeah,
Flenstedt, and
yeah,
Holmes.
absolutely.
Right to the end. Saunders is maintaining that 4-second gap to Chris. Here, that's the other
Yes,
way
he
around.
is.
Chris is
Yeah,
maintaining. Chris is not pushing it too hard and just trying to maintain that 4 seconds ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he might. Yeah, exactly. It's difficult to know, but either way, he doesn't have the huge gap he had in the first half of the race.
Yeah, if his tires go on him, like he said happened last race, they might make a race of it.
The thing is, I noticed he attacks. Talking about Chris Moses, he attacks right off the start. I mean, no need to warm up the tires or anything. He can pretty much put in his qualifying times right away.
These guys in the chat, they're talking about all sorts of things, girls and whatnot. I hope they're watching the race too.
They're talking about girls.
Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about. We don't. I won't put that on the broadcast. Something about his heart. I think it was his exercise program after his heart problem. He's had something involving girls. Maybe, hopefully, women, not girls. Yeah, these guys, 8 minutes left. These guys are going to start. The guys behind here, like Holmes and Flenstedt, are going to start pushing a little bit, I think. Sometimes that's when a mistake happens. As they,
I see if Kenny is from Sweden, and so is Lars. Remember Lars Eklund?
Yes.
And he's still with us. The only thing is that he has a knee issue and he cannot race.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the reason why. I connected with him a couple of days ago, and he has issues with his knee and he cannot drive.
He have it fixed, or has he got problems and not fixed
No,
yet?
I don't think he didn't speak to me about surgery or anything.
Oh, okay.
Just told me that he cannot handle a race.
Yeah,
and it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, you need some strength in your braking leg. That's for sure.
Yes.
I know my new pedals. I set them down to 30 kilograms for a full application, because at 60 or not, they just couldn't get it up there, hold it.
What kind of pedals do you use?
I have the Herzingelts. Just got those a little while back. It was on sale somewhere, so I picked them up.
Nice.
Feel very good. Very different. Plus, you get to in the software, you can change the profile of the load cells application. So.
I see.
Well, these guys are still at it. He's not giving up. Nobody's giving up. That's for sure. They want these spots, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah, they're gonna fight to the last lap. That's for sure. And John Saunders is like, he got.
He's hanging in there.
Yeah,
Take a peek and you see Chris. Yeah, you can see Chris.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure he's pushing hard.
Yeah, or like you said, Chris is using, is like just maintaining the gap and taking it easy.
6 points difference between first and second. It's a big swing. That's a 12-point swing.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a spark there. I just flipped it. I think that foot plate's getting flatter. Keep more and more sparks. What happened? Oh, Holmes went off.
He did?
Something happened there. Let's go back.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try a replay for that. What happened? Oh, the good old chicane again. He hit that curb a little too much. He didn't hit a wall, but got turned around.
Yeah.
And
Oof,
Winton
yeah.
and Winton, Tony got ahead of him.
Yeah, I see that. Well, yeah.
Well, that happens.
Well,
Things
so,
can happen. And I think Kenny had a problem at the same time. Kenny Schmidt. And he's not that far ahead anymore. I think that is who is ahead of these three guys. There. Yep.
Yeah,
See,
you're
he's
right.
only 2 seconds ahead of Bird. So I
That's
noticed
right.
there was a yellow flag as I was flipping over for Chris. There was a
Yeah,
yellow flag
John-
next to it.
John Saunders is getting closer. I mean, with 4 minutes left. I mean, yeah, I don't know if that's enough, but 3 seconds is a lot. It's a big gap. It's a big gap. 4 minutes.
It's 3.7, Jeremy. It was 4.0. It's only a third of a second.
Yeah, but you know what? It's still making a difference.
It is. He's holding his own, though. He is holding his own.
That's here's Merch explaining my router. Oh,
Shoot.
his router restarted. Sorry, Merch. That's too bad.
You had a good race going. Really good race.
Yeah.
So these are guys all popped up one spot because of the. No,
That's it,
no,
yeah?
No, Holmes was behind them. No, Holmes was behind him. It's Tony that gained there. Holmes was the last of these three guys.
Yeah, you're right.
3 minutes left. Everybody's in
Yeah.
up. I'm sure Kenny's going to start pushing hard here. Let's watch his steering wheel. Very smooth there.
Derek had a very busy race, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's had somebody in his tail the whole race.
I know.
He's used to it, though. I don't think Kenny has much more to give here to try to catch up.
Yeah, you know what? It's difficult, yeah.
Oh, he caught a little bit there. He got a little bit less a gap.
Yeah, at this point you can only hope for a mistake, but Derek's
Derek's not going to make a mistake.
No, I don't believe
He's actually catching up to Smith. I wonder if Smith hit something when he had his problem.
No.
Yeah, not really. He's got a great delta going to his best lap. Oh, Kenny had a little wheel spin there. Oh, you're going to get excited again now. Saunders was down to 3.2 for a little bit.
I know. Yeah, but you know what? With a minute and a half to go,
No, that's not going to happen. Let's see.
nothing's
You
gonna
can
happen.
see him. He's been able to see Moses in his screen, in his vision the whole time.
Yeah.
So these are the only two guys who might change positions here. Just looking at the best laps there. A lot of guys were in the 145s. Top 10 guys had 145 laps today during the race.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I believe some guys in Group 2 matched that as well.
Yep.
We need to do some reshuffling here. I'm just gonna scare a few guys in G2.
Yeah. That'll scare Don and McKay. They'll sandbag and drop a race now. Watch.
That's right.
We were chatting before when we had the drivers meeting. Those guys were pretty vocal. I felt like coughing. Group 1. Oh, Kenny's coming up. He's
Yeah, I
trying.
think we should move Robert Obando to Group 1. And Chris won the race. So that's it. Chris, John Saunders, Carlo, great race, gentlemen. Really well done.
Let's just watch this to the end. Still fairly close. But Derek's not going to make a mistake here. Yeah, good job, podium.
Yeah, absolutely. A great race from Ken Smith, Derek Bird.
Oh,
It
Kenny
was a
tried
great
it.
race watching those guys. It was very entertaining.
Just get a few more guys. There's Tony coming around the last corner.
Yeah. Good race from Tony as well.
Yep, had that one problem. There's Holmes. He had his issue once. Krister in ninth place.
Krister.
And there is AJ.
Krister and AJ Jones. Yeah, he has a damaged car. I think yeah.
And Kevin, thanks for hanging in there. All right, let's see if we can grab people.
I'll let you do the interview. I have to go and post the results.
Okay, no problem.
So thank you for watching, gentlemen. Catch you next weekend. Bye-bye. Thank you, Mike.
Okay. I'm just going to get everything set up here for the interviews. Hang on. Take the standby off. My beautiful face on. There we go. Now let's go into Discord, see if they're there. Derek. Chris. Where is Chris? Nobody is in the commentary. Nobody stuck around. See, Merche's there. Come on, guys, join us in the booth. Oh, there's Carlo. There's Carlo. Okay, I'm going to grab him. Hello, Carlo. And there's Chris. Hang on. Just had you the wrong... let's see if I can find Mr. Saunders. Nope, Mr. Saunders left. So hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes. I can.
Yay. Okay. Great job, Chris, today. Stayed pole position. Maintained the lead the whole time. I don't know if you were backing off a little bit in the end because Carlo was maintaining about that 3-second gap. Tell us about your race.
I'm kind of shocked because I'm not any good at this track, and I couldn't find any. I could find like one lap pace, and I was just like working on setups, and then I finally like slapped in my Barcelona setup.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, this is a lot better because it's asymmetrical to help me turn right.
Oh.
And it's just so much more stable, a lot less caster, which was killing. The caster was the force feedback, but the caster was killing me through the S's. I was like, this is so much better. And then, I don't know, I held it together. I mean, the car still faded hard after about 20-minute mark, and it just, last couple laps each time was pretty hard to deal with. But I was trying to save that left front tire around the outer loop.
Because I know last race you had some trouble with your tires, so we were wondering how you were going to hang in there, but you looked like you were hanging in pretty good.
Yeah, well, compared to Saunders, like what the NASCAR guys say, I was using up my stuff way more than he does. So, yeah, I was trying to conserve, but it was okay at the end of the race, but at the end of the first stint, I was bad shape.
And Carlo, how did your pit go? You seemed like you lost a little bit on the pit. Time on the pit, Carlo?
Oh, me, yes.
Did you lose a little bit of time on your pit stop?
Yep, I had to reposition the car. That's an automatic 3-6.
Yes.
Right there, so.
No, it pays to practice your pit stops, that's for sure.
I should know it, but yeah. It's different when there is a car in front of you and you have to drive.
Oh, did that what happened to you?
Yeah, that's what happened. But that happens.
Yep.
No big deal.
But nobody, in Group 2, a lot of people made mistakes. We had some disqualifications, all sorts of things happening in a pit stop. I don't think everybody practiced their. That pit entry is something you got to practice on this track for sure.
Yeah, it's you can practice on it when you're doing the quali, and instead of going to, let's say, fly back to the pit when you're return to the garage or whatever it is, and then you practice then. That's what I typically do.
Well, I was saying on the podcast, if guys don't memorize their braking point for pit stop entry, they should. It's just like a corner, really.
Yeah. And there is plenty of YouTube videos online where you can find where they explain where to brake and where to actually. And then Chris brought it up, I think, a few races back, I believe, in Spa, where it actually starts counting from the front wheels or the back wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't cut it that close.
No, me neither.
And how did you feel following him the whole day?
Well, no, I was in third place, so I had.
Oh, that's right. Saunders was in second.
Yes, I had John let go because I found early that my tires were not optimal. I didn't practice enough on the race setup, so but they were getting too hot. Whatever I tried, I never got to cool them down actually. So.
And Chris, how about the heat in your tires?
It was the battle with the left front. I set the car up as loose as I possibly could, actually, and it still wasn't enough. So
yeah, I know you didn't see. You weren't sliding through the corners like you usually do.
Yeah, it was pretty. This is a dangerous track, man. There was like 2 or 3 times where I almost just lost it. It's just so dangerous. But yeah, you got to manage the tire heat, and especially without the warm up lap to properly warm your tires up. I was really slow on like first 2 or 3 laps. So you can grain them if you push hard on the out lap, because you got to get up to like at least 26 psi, or you'll like destroy your tires if you like slide hard.
That first lap, yeah.
Yeah, so I took it real easy, especially in the turn 1. Probably threw Carlo off a little bit, and then around the outer loop and stuff, I just tried to take it as easy as I could, as far as wheel movement, and then build up the speed each lap.
And an asymmetric setup. Ooh, I don't know how many guys do that.
Yeah, I went away actually. Just the dampers are asymmetrical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't do the camber. But I've done that before too, but it helps the car a lot.
Well, you finished 1, 2, 3, same as in the standing, so same as before. I mean, we purposely changed the gaps in terms of points between first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Just to say, if you stay ahead, you stay ahead. Anyway, thanks for the guys. That was a great race to watch.
Thank you.
And
congratulations, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carlo. Good run, bud.
No worries. Yeah, I tried, but there's no hold in you.
How about Coda? Favorite track, I'm sure.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't have much experience at Coda either, but I did some prep with the Aston's good there. I actually got some really good pace out of the Aston, but I need more experience.
Yeah, no, it's certainly not a free flowing track like this one, that's for sure. All right, guys. Thanks for the interview, and we'll see you next week at Circuit of the Americas.
Sure. See you later.
All right, bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping by on the podcast, and we'll see you all next week. Same time, same place.
Thanks, Mike. Really appreciate you.
No problem.